Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well and welcome to Find KeyKeg Projects. In today's project it's going to be really simple. We're going to take this 20 litre KeyKeg and we're going to make it into a flower bed. Now if you're new to this channel, then if you have not seen one of these before, this is a KeyKeg and this holds beer. Now so it's a 20 litre version, you can get a 30 litre version, and this is the end it would stand on. And this is a handle end, and we're going to keep these to help us carry the garden bed around, as you'll see. And what you see here obviously is a clear plastic between the two, but what you don't see here, and you may not know about, is this is double lined. You can take one KeyKeg and make it into two plant pots. So here we're going to keep it as one, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut a hatch into this and then use part of this as a lid. So that would be a whole unit, so it would collect sun, dirt will be in the bottom, and then that will act like a little greenhouse. And we'll just put a little picture hook on the front to act as a latch. Very simple. I have made one of these already in about 30 minutes, and I reckon I can do the same again. So let's get started. What I forgot to mention, this end acts as a very good stabiliser, so you can see you can put this on the ground and it won't roll away. So what I'm going to do is mark off a rectangle with some masking tape, and that will be our lid. For the lid to work, you'll see there's the start of a curve here, and this is where the inner liner starts to separate from the outer liner. So we want our lid to at least stop there, and this end we want the lid to stop just before the curve. Okay, so that's going to be our lid. This will be the front. This back here will act as a hinge. And what we're going to do now is cut along here and here and make a flap. And to make the process of cutting the plastic a little bit easier, I'm going to use this 8mm drill and put holes in each of the corners that allow us to get the scissors and the knife in there and make a nice neat corner. So what we do now, we can either use scissors or a very sharp knife. I find with ordinary scissors it can work and it can keep a straight line, but the way the plastic works, you can end up sort of bending the plastic and not making a very neat cut. So I prefer to use a knife, though you can go a little bit more wonky. So what we do is you just go into the corner of the hole that we've just drilled. Do the same on the other one. This collapse the inside, then we'll have to do two cuts. Again, just into the corner of the hole. That's kind of good and neat. And there we go. And there you can see the first outer layer, and there's the inner one. What we're going to do is we're going to remove the inner one, remove this print. And this plastic bends really nicely, so we'll just clean up the edges here in a moment. So the next thing we have to do is remove the inner liner. Now you have to be careful here because obviously this has got remains of beer inside, so it can get a little bit messy, though it does smell very nice. Okay, push this bit out. So now we have basically almost our shell. So what we'll do now is I'm just going to clean up the edges, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to put on the latch. Right now, cut these corners off. Okay, so that lid there will sit nice and neatly close. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a latch in the front. There we go. One thing nice with these KeyKegs and its plastic, you can be quite brutal with it, and it stays in shape quite well. So what we have here, or at least I have laying around is just basically a double nailed picture hook. So I'm going to take these ends off, put some bigger holes through here. You'll see why in a moment. Take the second one. So with the holes drilled, we can use a couple of pot rivets and fasten it through the plastic. I've drilled one hole already, but use one rivet to hold it. Act as a guide. You push that through, push through, then you drill the other hole. A rivet gun. Snap it off. Put this one in. So with a marker pen, just mark the bottom of the slot. I'm going to use this upper mark to cut a slit in here, but before I do that, I'm going to join these two pieces of plastic together using two rivets, as long as they go through both pieces of plastic. Rivet in here, make sure you've got both pieces of plastic. And then very, very carefully just put a slot. So there you go, one 20 litre can hold at least 10 litres of earth, and that would be absolutely great for my chilies. Haberinos and prairie fires. So the compost I'm going to put in here is the same as before, the last KeyKeg, which is just multi-purpose compost. Nothing special about it. But what is special are these Nespresso used coffee granule capsules. Mix that in, about half full. Now I'm going to put the seeds in. Now I just add some water, leave in the sun. Mind you, that's going to be a challenge today, it's raining. But anyway, try and leave in the sun, at least what I can do in Scotland. And as a bonus, because this is double lined, I can leave the packets in between the two pieces of plastic and not in the soil, and actually try and remember what chilies I did put in here. Here it is alongside another 20 litre KeyKeg, and these you saw me build in a previous video. If you want to see that, look on my channel, and I can leave a link in the video description below. Let's see how these get on. I'm going to leave this one slightly open, let some moisture get in there, because I haven't put any water in the bottom at the moment, but it's drizzling, so that should moisten up the soil. So if you like this and want to see more videos like this in the future, then do hit that subscription button. Be sure to hit the like button too, to tell YouTube that you like this video. Be sure to turn on notifications. Keep well, keep safe, and I'll catch up with you guys next time for the next KeyKeg installment.